I like cartoons, so I like to make videos about them. The only problem with this is that it's a lie. All of it was a lie. I wanted to talk about the whole Stuff with Scoutfly debacle that's been going on recently. For those of you who don't know, Stuff with Scoutfly used to be a popular channel in the YouTube animation community who made countdowns on various cartoons. Recently, he let it slip that he is no longer Scoutfly, and that whole persona was a complete lie. He actually did a 7-hour live stream about it called YouTube Ruined My Life for 3 Years, Here's How, and it is a massive tell-all. I watched the first hour or so, and I pretty much got the gist of what he was trying to say. Seriously, it's a 7-hour live stream, nobody has time for that, so if you want to watch the stream in its entirety, I'll leave a link in the description down below. Initially, I was going to be very sympathetic towards Scoutfly, but after thinking about it some more, I'm not going to do that, because it would be completely disingenuous for me to say that any of this is okay, because I've seen a lot of people treat him with kid gloves and essentially let him get off the hook for lying and manipulating thousands of people, and I am not that person. Now, the reason why he decided to become Stuff with Scoutfly is because he tried a whole bunch of different things with a multitude of YouTube channels, and all of them flopped. They landed completely flat on their face, none of them worked, and he was frustrated. Now, this I can understand, because when you're starting out as a content creator, it is going to take many years of hard work and consistency to gain a sizable audience. You are going to throw a lot of shit at the wall in the early years to see what sticks. So, instead of making content the way he wanted to make it, and instead of just being himself, he decided to essentially lie. Now, how did he do this? Well, he saw Phantom Strider, and he saw that he was hugely successful doing cartoon countdowns. And he thought, I could do that too, and I could do it better. Now, you may be thinking that's a pretty noble thing to do. Isn't that what most content creators do? They're inspired by somebody else to make videos? That is true. However, he wasn't actually inspired because he really wanted to do it better. He saw YouTube as a profit center. He did not see it as a creative medium to do awesome things. He just saw it as something he could make money off of. So he created this fake persona and, pandered to the popular crowd, that like all the popular cartoons like Steven Universe, Teen Titans Go, Gravity Falls, Adventure Time Regular Show, and a whole host of others. And he gained a pretty sizable audience because of this, and he made a lot of money. And he was so good at lying and pretending to seem genuine that people fell for it. Hell, I'll admit, I even fell for it. I thought he was being very genuine. So to find out years later that he was being completely fake and that it was all a lie is, I'm not gonna lie, it really pisses me off, and I think it is a complete slap in the face to people that genuinely like to make content. Here's the thing. People like this, I believe, are one of the many cancers that are killing YouTube. Nobody likes to be cheated, lied to, or swindled, but that's what channels like Scoutfly and many others like him are trying to do. They are trying to lie and manipulate people for their own personal gain, and that's exactly what he did. Now, he says that YouTube completely ruined his life, and that he was depressed, and that he was, very miserable. And let me tell you right now, YouTube did not ruin his life. It did not. And I'll explain why. At no point during this entire charade did he have any shred of guilt or remorse for what he was doing. He's not stupid. He knew exactly what he was doing. He knew that he was lying and manipulating thousands of people, and he didn't care. He didn't give a shit. He was completely content being a fraud so he could make money. So he could essentially become rich in a way. Not so much so a millionaire, but somebody that had a lot of money to do whatever he wanted. He even referred to it as sweet retard money. He was so brazen in the way that he tricked people. He was incredibly open about it. And making these videos just to pander. A good example of this is when he made a video about The Simpsons potentially being cancelled, even though we all know that it will never be cancelled. But people fell for it because, well, let's be honest, the cartoon community can be pretty gullible at times, and he knew this, and he used it to his advantage to become popular. And he didn't feel guilty about it. He wasn't sad about it. He wasn't like, oh, I'm a piece of shit, I'm lying to people, maybe I should stop this charade. No, he never felt guilty. And he could have stopped this charade at any time. He really could have. But the charade was far too popular and profitable to stop. So he just kept going. He kept going because, you know, he was popular. He was YouTube famous. He had all of these opportunities. He even had a gig at Frederator, right? And all of it was built on a lie. And he seemed, for the most part, pretty comfortable with all of it. So it seems it's really disingenuous to say that YouTube ruined your life when if anything, it actually helped your life. It benefited it. It made your life better. So saying that it ruined your life is complete bullshit, because it didn't. Another thing that I find to be completely disingenuous is that he said that he stopped being Scoutfly because he stopped wanting... He didn't want to pretend anymore. He didn't want to live a lie. He wanted to be himself. That is also complete bullshit. And for two reasons, I'll explain why. For one, if the charade kept going, eventually someone would have found him out and exposed him for being fake. Not only would it have destroyed his YouTube career, it would have destroyed his credibility, because this is the kind of shit that can destroy careers. And he knew this. And two, the lie, the charade, was not as profitable as it was in 2014 and 2015. For those of you who don't know, 2016 and 2017 are what I like to refer to as the Great YouTube Demonetization Purge. YouTube was going ham in terms of its monetization policies, and it was demonetizing content that they deemed to be slightly controversial. And this hit a lot of channels hard, as they lost thousands and in some cases even millions of potential ad revenue, and Scoutfly was one of the channels affected. He was not making as much money on the videos as he used to, so it no longer made financial sense to keep the lie going. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. Shit like this really disgusts me. It really angers me, because it makes it that much harder for genuine content creators to stand out and be noticed, because you will always have people like this that deliberately cheat and manipulate the system to make money. For extra views, for clickbait, because they want to be famous, and it's just disgusting. It makes me fucking sick. And look, I don't mind people making money off YouTube videos. I don't mind people being famous from YouTube videos. However, if that is your only reason to make videos, is because you want to be famous and because you want to make money, then you are in it for the wrong reasons. And I consider people like that to ruin this platform. It's especially disappointing because when you just look at all the fans, people that genuinely liked Scoutfly and thought that he was being genuine, only to be told, oh yeah, it was a complete lie, I fooled you all, I made that sweet retard money, ha ha ha, fuck you, I'm rich now. It's just a slap in the face. It is a complete slap in the face, and it showed that he didn't give a shit about his fans, and he certainly didn't have the talent or creativity to actually be himself. He had to live in this goddamn lie. He had to live in this charade. And it is absolutely shameful. And it puts this aura of distrust in the YouTube animation community. Because there are people out there that are going to think that every animation channel on YouTube is now fake. And it's a shame, because I truly believe that people like Mr. Enter, Animat, The Roundtable, CellSpec, Lutoons, Cartoon Palooza, Rebel Taxi, Saber Spark, and a whole host of others genuinely care about the medium of animation. I truly believe that. Is there the potential for even more fakes in the animation community? Sure. There's fakes in every community. But I truly believe that most of the people are genuine and are making videos about animation because they genuinely care about the medium of animation. And for them, this isn't some get-rich-quick scheme. This isn't a tool to become famous. They're doing it because they enjoy it. Words cannot express how much I despise people like this. Words cannot express how angry I am at people that do shit like this. It really baffles me that you would think doing something like this would be okay. That you would think that building a career off of a lie would be okay. And you got on my case questioning why myself and many others put effort into the things that we do. Well, I'll tell you why I put effort into what I do. It's because I genuinely enjoy what I do. I enjoy producing entertainment for anyone that will watch. I enjoy putting the time and effort into making quality content that people actually like. I enjoy being genuine and real and authentic and just being myself. You wouldn't know that, Scoutfly, because your personality, your popularity, your success was built on a lie. It was not earned. So you wouldn't know what effort is because you don't care about making content that's actually good. You care about making content that people will watch. You care about manipulating them for your own benefit. You do not seem like a genuine person. You like to convince everybody that you're a genuine person. I think you're a fake piece of shit, in my opinion. I truly do. You seem like the fakest type of person imaginable. You seem like the person that will deliberately manipulate people to get whatever he wants and not care about the consequences. That's what you seem like to me. And I know I'm probably going to catch flack for calling you Scoutfly instead of your new name, but I don't respect liars, and I don't respect manipulators, and I'm not even going to give you the common courtesy of calling you by your new name, because in my opinion, you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. I know this is a Young Hero Speaks episode, ironically, and this is turning into more of a rant. Speaking of his new name, what do I think about it? I'll be honest, I don't think it's good. I think it's pretty terrible, to be honest. It is one of the most blatant attempts at pandering I have ever seen. He's pandering to the edgy meme crowd. It's fucking cringy if you've ever seen it. And to be honest, at this point, it's too little too late to jump in on the trend of edgy meme content because there are so many people on YouTube that are doing edgy memes that going to Scoutfly for that is completely unnecessary. What differentiates him from anybody else that makes this type of content? If your guess was absolutely nothing, then you would absolutely be right. He also has this, red hair and curses a lot. Now, to be fair, I curse a fair bit in these videos, but I don't overdo it. I use it when it makes sense, when I feel like impact can be added, and not just fuck this, fuck that, fuck you, fuck this, fuck. After a while, that gets really annoying. He's essentially appealing to the crowd that thinks they're edgy and cool by dropping the F-bomb, in every sentence. That's the kind of crowd that he's appealing to, and it is just... it's cringeworthy. It's pandering, and oh god, it just makes me sick. I'm not even gonna talk any more about that because if I do, I'm gonna have a brain aneurysm. Scoutfly, you are a leech. No, scratch that. You're worse than a leech. You're a fucking parasite to this entire community. You make the genuine content creators look bad. You make it that much harder for everybody else, the people that legitimately enjoy making content, to be noticed, to stand out. You cheat, you lie, you manipulate the system because you want to be famous, you want to be popular, you want people to know your name because you don't have the talent and creativity to be yourself. You don't have the fortitude to actually put effort into actually making content that's actually good. And that's truly unfortunate because I truly believe if you put your mind to it, if you actually tried, you could do great things. And when you were Scoutfly, you did a lot of great things. It seemed like you were genuine, but it was all a lie. And I'll give you some kind of credit. you're a good liar. You're good at pretending to be genuine because you fooled everybody. You fooled me. So on those regards, round of applause. You fooled everybody, and you have made yourself to be one of the biggest scumbags on the internet. Not just on YouTube, but the entire goddamn internet. If you want animation channels that won't lie, that won't swindle you, that won't try to take advantage of you, you can go to any of the channels that I just listed and check them out. And if you like their content, subscribe to them. Because to be honest, they could probably use some. Oh yeah, by the way, one more thing that I want to note before I end this video, and this is a red flag that you should be well aware of. He constantly keeps saying that he's real and that he's telling it like it is, and that YouTube is devoid of real content because people are afraid to be real. Yeah, if somebody constantly has to tell you that they're real, more likely than not, they're probably fake and are overcompensating for something, because you shouldn't need to tell people that you're real. If you're really real, that should be immediately evident. And to be honest, it's no wonder why he's steadily losing subscribers. Because, well, YouTube audiences may not like honesty, they also don't like liars. They also don't like people that pretend to care about things that they like when they really don't. And that is what you are. You're a liar, and that's all you'll be remembered for. You're a fraud. You are the real-life equivalent of Ernesto de la Cruz from Coco. And it's quite sad to see somebody that I thought was a good content creator and had the potential to do great things ruin it and self-destruct and completely destroy everything. This video has gone on long enough, but I want to let you guys know. What do you think? Do you like stuff with Scoutfly? Do you not like him? Do you think he's mad? What do you think about this whole situation? Let me know in the comments down below. This is ThatKidDouglas, aka the Unhero, signing out. Deuces, stay frosty and keep it weird. And until next time, have a wonderful day.